Late night party boys. Late night party boys. Late night party boys. These boys are party boys. Late night party boys. Late night party boys. Late night party boys. These boys are party boys. Late night party boys. Late night party boys. Late night party boys. Late night party boys. Yeah. Late night party boys. Late night party boys. Late night party boys. Late night party boys. Yeah.
And we're back. Back with a pre-Edinburgh Fringe late night party boys.
Or, if you're listening to this, we're already in Edinburgh.
Depending on how quickly we edit this, will determine when in time we are.
So, we are recording right now before we go to Edinburgh, but by the time you listen to it, we might already be in Edinburgh. So, now's as good a time as any to promote Late Night Party Boys do a legally mandated kid show.
We're doing Edinburgh Fringe from August 1st to August 25th. If you know anyone who is Scottish and close to Edinburgh, it's not going to help if they're in Australia.
No. Or unless they're willing to make that huge ass flight.
Unless they're willing to fly to see us live in the flesh. This is the last time we're going to do this show for sure.
Yes, and we're also never going to perform in Melbourne again.
We're done with this city.
Yeah.
The city hasn't been kind to us.
I mean, look, maybe we could have given it what it wanted a bit more. But, it takes two to tango.
Exactly. I mean, if the city's not treating you right, you're not going to treat the city right. And it's going to be a cycle of abuse, and
it's not good for anyone. And
No.
honestly, it's a toxic relationship.
But we keep coming back because of our passport.
Right. We have citizenship here, and it's where all our stuff is.
Yeah, it's hard to find storage. You could pack up your life and chase your dreams, but the cost of storage.
Yeah, I mean, you thought the cost of living was bad.
Yeah.
Cost of storage is
The cost of storage
It's crazy.
is out of this world. But I'm excited. I'm actually really excited to go. I'm excited to come back, inspired from all the amazing art we're going to see.
Hopefully. And that's my take on that.
It's your first time overseas. Surely you're excited for that, right?
My parents are warriors, and they put their anxieties onto me, so now I worry. So now I think it's best to keep myself tempered.
What would your parents worry about in general? What that they imposed on you? Because your dad was a karaoke man.
Right. Well, my dad should have worried a bit more about treating women better. Just it's mostly my mother.
Yeah.
It's mostly my mother. Just like she would worry about everything's, and then constantly remind you of things, and then make her worries your problem.
Oh, because she just wants to check in with you all the time and be like, put a jumper on, it's cold, watch out, don't sniff perfumes in garages, it's chloroform and someone will steal your kidneys type thing.
No one ever warned me about not sniffing chloroform.
My grandparents used to warn me about that.
Yeah.
And I've still got both my kidneys.
So do I. So what does that mean? I didn't need the advice?
Well...
But my mom has failing kidneys. So...
You're gonna give one up?
Maybe. I don't drink much.
Oh. Well, that's terrifying.
Which is terrible for this art industry we decided to be in.
Was that a hiccup or a burp?
That was a burp. That was definitely a burp.
It sounded like a booze burp.
Yeah, well, I'm getting all my drinking out of the way now. I mean,
Hey.
Scottish isn't known for any type of alcoholic drinking, are they?
Hey, Purdy, it's your first time on international flight. It's unlimited beers on there.
I don't think that's the case.
It's free beers.
I don't think they're free.
It is.
I don't think they're free.
You can drink as much as you want, as long as you don't soil yourself. That's the rule.
Oh, well, that's going to be a problem. I'm a famous soiler.
Don't. You know the bath bags they give you for turbulence?
I'm not going to put a bath bag near my rectum and just wait for the poop to come out.
Just put the bath bag.
What is this podcast?
This is highbrow
What is this show?
comedy
We've
podcast.
been going on since 2017, and this is like
We still don't know what it is.
56 episodes.
Still
Over
don't.
7 years.
Still don't know what it is. It's a work in progress.
And we stopped doing it for 2 years, and then we think we should bring it back. The people need us.
The people do need
I
this.
don't think they do.
They need to know
Or we need to figure
travel
out...
hacks. Travel hacking is a huge industry. People like hack credit card points to get free travel insurance and upgrades and perks and this and that. And they need to know they can have unlimited beers provided they don't soil themselves on an international flight.
But so what are you expecting though? You're expecting them to like get a bath bag, put it near their crack.
Yeah.
I'm amazed if anyone's still listening to this podcast. What is there to glom onto here?
Have you ever seen anyone use one of the bath bags?
Not for pooping in. Can't say if I've used it for pooping in.
Well,
I
yes.
legitimately don't know what this podcast
As
is.
someone who's been on a lot of aeroplane flights, I'll have you know, the sound of an aeroplane toilet is terrifying. Sometimes you want the comfort of a bag. A bag's never going to shock you with a...
Right, but maybe I want to be shocked.
No, you don't.
Maybe I want to shock the monkey.
What does that mean?
Shock the monkey tonight.
Do you shock the monkey by spanking the monkey?
I don't know what it means. Ask Peter Gabriel.
Okay. I mean, I guess a monkey would be shocked if you slapped it.
A monkey would be shocked if you started saying, hey, I'm going to spank the monkey. And then what you do is you just jack off in front of it. What is this show?
It is highbrow, high octane.
The problem is we don't have anything to talk about, so we start riffing, and sometimes we do need a script, so we can filter out all this crap.
Ross, life doesn't have a script. Think about that.
Oh, but wouldn't it be better if it did? Wouldn't it be better if it did, my dear boy?
No.
Yes, it would.
No, it wouldn't. Because then you'd know where it's ending and you'd be like, oh, what a long journey for a predictable payoff.
It will tell me whether I should just end my life now
No.
or keep going. There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Alright, yeah, head to heaven.
Well,
Afterlife.
a light's a light, Ross. Like any hole's a goal, any lights, you gotta fight. You gotta fight for the light. Right? The good in the world. The laughs.
I mean.
The chuckles.
The
hee-haws.
I mean.
You know, if you took your life, like, you know, a couple of years ago, you wouldn't have been around for all the amazing things that are happening.
Like?
The Hock Tour girl.
Oh, yeah, well.
You would have missed out on that.
Oh, sure.
You
She would never put a Hock Tour on me.
You don't know that. If you buy the merch.
I'm not gonna fucking buy the merch.
Buy the merch. She's making a fortune off merch.
You know, she was off social media, but she had to go back on it because of all the imposters.
You gotta buy the merch, Purdy.
I don't want to buy the merch.
I'm gonna get you a big old sweatshirt. with a Hock on it. You'd have missed out on the beauty of life.
Life isn't beautiful.
Life
It
is
kind of just goes on
beautiful.
and on. Occasionally there's a decent moment. But, like, it stopped being good 8 years in.
8 years. What happened?
Life is The Simpsons.
How did your life peak at age 8?
I think it peaked at 8 months.
What? You don't remember 8 months in.
Exactly, so maybe that's when it peaked.
Look, we could get you taking stuff that gives you forget-me-nows.
What's the worst thing that's happened in your life, Damien? I'm curious.
Or
I want to see Damien get vulnerable on a public forum.
the worst thing, aside from well, relatives dying is always
Yeah.
for me, that's always the worst thing. Worse than any of my own petty problems.
Mm.
Or, I've been people have made my life very difficult at times.
Okay.
And ostracized me from communities that I love to be a part of, and
Sure.
I felt very on the outside and
Sure.
vulnerable and alone and depressed.
Okay,
And
sure.
had some pretty dark days. I think that was probably a period in my life when I was really struggling, but worked through it bit by bit. I felt pretty isolated and alone. I think I knew you in those days. That was probably
How long ago was this?
Ooh, probably 6 years ago, 6 years ago.
Yeah, we known each other for 8 years.
Yeah. So you would have caught me towards the tail end of that, where I was coming out of it. But it was pretty low, feeling directionless, and
So you would say you feel like you have direction now?
Slightly more.
Slightly more.
Well, at least I know what I like.
Better
I know
than
what I
none.
want. Yeah, I have a passion. I like being funny. I like being silly. I like making people laugh, whatever form that takes. I would love to start, making more sketch comedy, film stuff. Put lots more film stuff out there. So that's my goal for when I get back from Edinburgh. I don't know. What are you working on? Are you you're a great comedian. You're very much loved in the scene, even if that's not reflected in money or gigs.
Yeah. It would be nice if it was at least reflected in gigs. Because gigs can lead to money.
True.
Sometimes.
But you're getting there. A lot of people love what you do. You got light at the end of the tunnel, Purdy.
Oh, well. Well. I don't want to be so Mr. Negative. But it's just who I am.
Well,
It's just who I am.
I mean, comedians are known for
being negative.
negativity.
For being negative.
Yeah, but it's not a healthy way to be, and it might help you inspire you at times, or make you look critically at comedy or things that happen to you, and use laughter as a coping mechanism, which is it's positive, but it doesn't deal with the problem, So, but I don't know, it makes you laugh a little, which is also good.
What was I gonna say? I don't know.
You said you didn't want to be Mr. Negative,
I don't
which
wanna-
means you're about to say something real negative.
No, I just want to do Edinburgh Fringe and see how it goes.
That's fair.
I don't want to have any expectations,
Okay.
positive or negative.
Okay. Well,
I just want to go there, try to experience something different.
yeah.
Hopefully it'll be good.
Okay. That's good. You're setting the bar low, and you'll be pleasantly surprised.
I don't know about setting the bar low. For me, that's being tempered.
Okay.
Setting the bar low is like, it's gonna be fucking shit. It'd be good if it could be good if it's not fucking shit.
I don't even know what that is.
I said hopefully it'll be good, because I can't control every single thing,
No one can.
but I can control how I react to it.
That's very powerful, Ross. You read Viktor Frankl, Man's Search for Meaning?
No, I have read my bookie book
Okay.
by noted sex pest Russell Brand.
Okay, so similar.
So it's very similar, more flowery.
Okay, so
flowery
one
language.
was a Holocaust surviving psychoanalyst who paved the way for new psychological therapies, and another was a sex pest.
Yeah, who was once
Okay.
married to Katy Perry.
Ah.
That's the important part for me.
Well, I hope you found some valuable knowledge in that.
I don't know if I did.
What did you learn from my bookie book?
What did I? Oh. Well, Russell Brand spent a lot of Edinburgh Fringes blazed out on heroin.
Ah.
And he doesn't remember much about it.
Well,
That I remember, and it relates to what we're talking
I
about.
hear Scotland is known for its heroin.
Yes, transporting.
Are you gonna try any of the local fruits?
Ooh, you kidding me? I'm the most homophobic person there is. It's a joke! It's a joke, people! Don't freaking deport me and make me not perform at the Rod Laver Arena.
But I mean, would heroin be, because it's from a poppy, would it be classified as a fruit or a vegetable? Is it a fruit that makes you a vegetable?
Ooh. Ask my uncle before we pull the plug.
Jesus.
What?
Was he a heroin addict?
No.
Oh.
You just smuggled in illegal tobacco before it was cool.
Oh, that's the smuggling uncle.
Yeah, who had to live in a garage like Fonzie.
Was
Like
he on
a-
the run?
Like a worse Fonzie.
Or was
No, he
he...
had to live in our custody.
Oh.
Because had to live under my father's supervision. So he's like, yeah, you could live in a garage. And like, without consulting anyone else.
So you just were keeping an uncle in the garage.
But then he wouldn't like...
Did he have a partner? Did he have kids?
No, definitely not.
Did he occasionally have women over to the garage?
I don't think he had women over to the garage. But I think eventually, he just moved somewhere else. Didn't tell the authorities.
Oh.
So they ended up coming up to us and saying that, yeah, we're looking for this man. Does he still live here? Because he still gets his mail directed here.
What's the sentence for illegally smuggling in tobacco? Is it like, did he get jail time, or did he was it probation order? Or
I think the probation order. I think it was a probation order, and that living.
Oh, okay. So
under his brother's, my father's supervision, was part of that prohibition. I remember distinctly.
Did you ever want to get something out the garage and you're like, oh, that uncle's in there?
Yeah, sometimes.
You're like, I want to ride my bike, but I don't want to have to see the uncle that reeks of tobacco all the time.
My mother asked, why would the judge put him in your supervision? And then my father replied, well, I mean, they just had a look at me and, they thought, he's a good-looking guy. And my mother was like, what? What? You think she wants to fuck you or something?
That judge, yeah, I think I got off easy. Because that judge was getting off easy.
Oh, what? You think they were attracted to you? So you were trustworthy.
Like, everyone's trying to, look real professional and, a good citizen of society. Your dad's just, wearing a singlet and trying to just, flex. He's like, Your Honor, I'd like to submit my character reference.
These are car washing arms.
I know he. I know he.
I know you're thinking of the Def Leppard video right now. That's my life.
I know he smuggled in tobacco, but does that affect a good brother's right to bear arms?
I think it went exactly like that. I'm not gonna lie.
So your mum clearly didn't think your dad was responsible enough to have custody over your uncle.
Absolutely not.
Had he been in trouble with the court systems as well?
No, not really. It was the uncle. It was my uncle that was the
bad boy.
He was the bad boy. He dressed up as the Crow.
The Crow?
One Halloween. You know the Crow, that Brandon Lee movie? With the white makeup and it's got the black.
Okay.
If I showed you it,
I'm
I'm probably going to put it on the screen.
Okay, put it on the screen.
You'll know what it is. Yes, it looks like the wrestler Sting.
Oh, okay. And that's a sign of a bad boy? Or just creeped out kids?
Oh, both.
Did you have a proper Halloween? Did you like go around trick or treating as a kid?
No, because we're a bunch of eastern suburb people, and Halloween is for America.
Yeah, but like, I'm a
It was-
southeastern suburb, and people go nuts for it. Not really when I was young, but now the whole street is
Oh,
like.
now, but
now
I
everyone-
wasn't
everyone.
quite there when it was just like, yeah, let's just do Halloween, whatever. I was still at that time where it was like, Halloween's an American thing.
Why are we doing this? You know why we're doing this? Because in the goddamn movies, and it's an excuse to have fun. I had my first like proper Halloween when I went and studied in New York, and I made up for lost time. I went out every single night in a different costume. Had to get some trick or treating. I had a great time.
Costume one.
A penguin.
A penguin?
A penguin.
Or the penguin?
Just a penguin.
Okay.
Yeah, just a penguin.
Okay. Costume two.
Steve Irwin.
Ooh, before or after his death?
Was after. I had a stingray on me
Ooh.
because I was 23 and real sensitive.
Okay. Costume three.
Just a Mexican.
Just a
A
Mexican.
Mexican.
Okay. John Leguizamo?
I-
Just a Mexican.
yeah.
Costume four.
It was a sun. I was just a sun. It's like a sun costume
okay,
of
but-
the sun.
Of a sun. Okay.
Yeah.
How many costumes was it?
There was a few.
There was a few.
There was quite a few. I was not exaggerating. I had a different one for each night, and people were just giving them to me. They're like, "The Australian kid needs another costume. It's going out."
We dressed him up as Steve Irwin with a stingray sticking out. Mate, we're larrikins. We love that shit, bruh.
He would have wanted it.
He would have if he wanted to be alive, he wouldn't have messed with no stingrays.
It's just like like, what was his show? What was the show called?
Crocodile Hunter.
Oh yeah, of course, Crocodile Hunter. Yeah, it was like he wouldn't really hunt them. He'd find them and then jump on them.
Yeah.
Like,
You don't
it
think
was
that's
just-
hunting?
It was just WWF of animals. It was like a man, just like, it was all show. He had the most insane, couldn't have been real Australian accent, and would just wrestle animals that were just in their habitat, minding their own business. Of course one was going to turn on him. Like,
Mate, he loved animals.
if you love
He
animals,
loves animals the way an abusive husband loves the wife they beat.
I love you, that's why I'm wrestling you. Gosh, hold still. Hold still, Margaret. Hold still, stop squirming. This is how Daddy shows love.
This is how my daddy taught me, and his daddy, and so on and so forth.
Oh, God, you hit me with the folding chair. I love you too, doll. I love you too. Yeah, I'm just going to tag out and get the uncle from the garage to tap in here.
Love lift us up where we belong.
Belong.
And sing.
Done.
What is this podcast?
I think it's really coming into its own.
Is it after 50-something episodes?
It's
And
finding its legs,
it's-
Purdy.
really? Doesn't take... What takes 7 years to find its legs?
Oh no, kids walk well and truly before they're 7.
Yeah. At
Um,
least 4.
Maybe a cicada. You know, cicadas, they're buried for like 13 years and they come up and they're beautiful, they're loud, they're proud, they bang for like 2 days and then they're done.
I can't have kids. I like to think this podcast is like a kid. So when I yell at it for not being able to understand what it is,
It's only because he loves it.
it comes out of love.
That's okay. You got to creating is the highest form of reproduction.
Yeah. And at least my father won't walk into the sperm bank and then decide which porn I should watch.
When did that happen?
And I was testing to see if my glopper worked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had to go into a sperm bank, like a clinic, and jizz in a cup at 17.
Really? When was there like, when was he like, we need to test to see if it works? Be like, Ross, your socks aren't crusty enough for a 17-year-old.
Oh, it wasn't my father's decision. It was a doctor's thing.
Yeah. So
But he came in.
it's like a blood test or what spurred it on?
So my testicles got all banged up.
What?
You heard of a torsion?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I got one of them torsions.
Jesus.
They got in there, but they're like, yeah, might want to test to see if sperm's working.
Yeah.
Sperm's not working.
Wow. Not even like a percentage-wise, just none at all.
Yeah, just total failure. I mean, maybe it's working now. It's been a very long time since I checked. But I doubt it. Yeah, so my father walked in and they're like, do you want to use a magazine or a film? And he's like, my son will use a film.
My son's a millennial. He can't use his creativity through a magazine.
Look, I
You're
can't
gonna have
use
to give him a full feature film, one with a good plot,
I mean,
one with a narrative. None of this. I need to save like Janine's stuck in the washing machine. He's not gonna believe it.
yeah, this was way before everyone kept getting stuck in washing machines. That's how long ago this was.
What? It was just people straight up doing it.
Straight doing it.
Straight up doing
You
it.
know, I wouldn't have to use my imagination either if
What?
I used a magazine.
What film did they give you?
Some crappy 90s thing.
What was
I think it did have a plot.
Oh, really?
And
9021 Blow.
that would have been better than what I saw.
What did you see?
It wasn't very good porno.
You're just like,
It's not very good to know when your parents are in the next room waiting for you to be finished.
Son, you done it yet?
God damn it, Mom!
Usually he finishes before this. I'm sorry, Doctor. Usually I can hear him from the next room and we know exactly when he's done. I don't know why he's so stressed.
Shut up, Mom! Trying to listen to this stepmom!
I can't jerk it to the stepmom while my real mum's in the other room. Like,
I mean, that's definitely my real mum in the next room. I hear her making small talk with the doctors. It's really ruining the mood.
Wow, that's a time. Jeez.
You ever worry about using your imagination if it is just someone you know? I'm like, I respect the people in my life too much.
Yeah. I mean,
This is one of those podcasts now, boys.
it's the Jerky Boys.
The Jerky Off Boys.
The Jerky Off Boys. Coming to you live from the casting couch. Yeah, that's pretty horrific. That would not have been a good time at all.
Oh, it made me into the confident, self-loving man I am today.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you should get tested again. Maybe it just came good, right? Were you a late bloomer or something, or?
I don't know.
Because I don't know. Body heals itself, or it just might be you're just going to a real elaborate length to divulge things on this podcast, so you don't have to use Connies. If I get the word out there, like, I'll save so much money.
It's hard to think of good content. You know what? So you got to take things from your life that you usually don't like telling people.
Mm.
And usually I don't like telling people anything about my life. And that's the reason. Because it's stuff like jerking off into cups when my parents are in the next room and they're picking the pornos for me.
They didn't let you pick? Like my son, his tastes aren't developed at 17. He wouldn't know what he likes.
I don't know, just attractive people.
My son.
Attractive naked people.
I think I know what my son likes to come
I
to.
don't know, attractive naked people. I don't know.
No, Ross, sit back. You haven't watched as much porn as me. You're a young man. You don't know what you like yet.
I have an idea.
No. I know. I think I'm a good enough father that I know what my son likes to jerk off to. All right, let's have a look at this library here. We got girl on girl. We got.
It's pretty good. I'll take that.
No, you never go for the first option. It's always a trick. Now,
How is it a trick?
Look.
This is just for a medical reason. I just want attractive naked people.
No. I know what my son likes. No son of mine is going to like attractive people. You need people with a bit of character.
I mean, like character actors for porn?
Yeah. Like overweight tuck shop ladies. Gone wild.
Why does it have to be a tuck shop?
Because these ladies, they're not just at the canteen, right? They're also tucking.
Don't you mean tug?
Tug shop? No. Why would anyone want to watch porn set in a tug shop? It's already expected you're going to get some action in a tug shop. Tug shop, you're just eating a meat pie, then all of a sudden, hello, who's this beautiful middle-aged woman in a hairnet? I wonder
Why does it have to be a hairnet?
Look, son, the hairnet is a thing of mystery. You don't know what their hair's like under there.
I mean, I kind of have an idea. I mean, the hairnet's see-through.
No, it's like, fishnets. That they're sexy for your legs.
I see legs through them, bro.
Yeah, but hairnets make the hair sexier. It's like fishnets for the hair.
No, they're just there to protect so the hair doesn't go into food.
Well, that's what you think.
I think it's the case.
Yep, look. All right. Look, my son will take the tuck shop lady one. Enjoy that.
Just take this, 25-year-olds pretending to be 18-year-olds at school and, they're professors.
Well, I don't see why anyone would watch that.
Okay.
Why are you taking so long? Those tuck shop ladies are going wild.
They're not going wild in a way I was hoping. They're just embezzling funds from the canteen.
That school's not going to survive.
I don't get how this gets you off.
Oh, God, just listening to it. Oh,
it's bloody $10 for me. It's $20, $30. It's a tuck shop. They don't have much money.
At 15 minutes and 22 seconds, she takes some of the Sandboy chips home with her.
What?
Wait for it.
Her bra strap went down slightly. Oh wait, no, she put it back up again. And now she's just taking the Sandboy chips home. This isn't pornography at all. This is just some strange movie about tuck shop.
Well, pornography's what you make it, son. Pornography's any video you come to. Let be that one of my fatherly lessons to you.
Some people say they know the difference between pornography and art is. They look at porn. I don't know what art is, but they look at pornography and know what it is. I don't know what any of this is.
This won 4 AVN awards. 4.
AVN awards? Kind of makes me question the whole organization.
This is not a time to debate who or who shouldn't win an AVN award. It's a time for you to medically come into a canister.
I think Ron Jeremy should return his awards. Because of the allegations.
Great. Now he's an activist. Look, we just need your semen. for medical purposes. I've picked you out one of the hottest videos known to man, and if that's not going to do it for you, I think my son's impotent. I don't think we need to do any more tests. If he can't come to Tuck Shop Ladies Gone Wild, I'm just going to call it here. No more tests, Doc.
Can I just watch
My son can't have kids.
Can I just watch big booby blondes with big butts? Let's see, it's more up my alley.
Well, they don't have jobs. That's a bad example for my kid.
Well, this one's a librarian.
It's just not believable.
It's just not believable.
They'd be models. They wouldn't be working in the library.
This is a real estate agent that really needs to make a sale.
Look, it's just...
Or the landlord's kicking her out in a month.
Look, real estate agents, they're not real jobs. Everyone wants a house. How hard is it to sell a house? It's not hard. Now, I want you to look up to someone. Look up to a profession that, you know, that's a bit more challenging, a bit more nuanced. So...
This film has just been 5 minutes of the Tuck Shop ladies now in their bed sleeping. Is this going to show the whole sleeping process?
They're tired.
What is this movie?
They've had to put up with a lot of kids. Yeah, at least you get in that bedroom scene, son.
Yeah, it's not the type of bedroom scene I was hoping for.
Just you wait till she gets up and she sighs in the mirror. And then puts a full face of makeup on and puts on the khaki tuck shop uniform.
Alright, okay.
Goes outside, gets in the car, chain smokes 3 cigarettes without opening the windows, coughs into a bag, then gets up and opens the tuck shop. Now, if that doesn't do it for you, I don't know what will.
Yeah, I mean, it's doing it for me now.
There we go.
I'm just going to swap the discs here. Just going to swap.
What? What's going on in there?
The tuck shop ladies are, don't come in! Don't come in!
That doesn't sound like tuck shop ladies.
Oh, you're so big!
What?
The tuck shop lady's criticizing the kid for already being overweight, so he's not gonna give her any food.
I don't remember the tuck shop ladies cutting anyone off from the tuck shop.
Put it on my face.
What?
She wants the money to be put on her face. You know, so...
I don't remember there being a money shot. There's no money shot in tuck shop ladies.
They want actual money to go there.
And scene.
And scene. What is this podcast?
What is this podcast? I mean,
we know what the sketch show we're doing in Edinburgh Fringe is.
Yeah. Late Night Party Boys do a legally mandated kids show. Because we do content like this and...
We get it all out of our way, so...
Yeah.
You know, we put the good stuff on stage.
Yeah, and we get all the smut out here so we can perform to kids.
All the smut, I mean, you know.
It's not...
Finding out at 17 that you're infertile does sexually screw you up. But, there's nothing in the show about that.
No, it doesn't get that personal.
No.
We don't dredge up any real trauma, just fictionalized, silly trauma from our characters. But it's fun.
The silly trauma.
Silly trauma.
Silly trauma.
There's truth in that silliness trauma, though.
Yeah.
Deep down.
It could just be...
The puppet in the show is based off a real person. We'll never see who.
Guess who it is.
If you come to the show.
And whoever gets it right has to pay us money.
Yes. That's the competition we're running on this podcast. Yeah. If you see pictures of the puppet text us on our socials and say who you think the puppet is.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear from you. And we'd love you to help us promote our Edinburgh Fringe show. We've sold like 1 ticket so far, and we're on for like 24 nights.
A month.
1 whole month.
A whole month each day. And we've got our solo shows too.
Yep.
I'm doing a show called Ross Purdy Dances in the Cultural Sewer. I've done a lot of shows here in Australia, so if I take like maybe 1 bit from each show, or 2 bits, and 0 bits from other shows, and put it together, I'm sure it will make a great show.
He's got a lot of comedy gold over a lot of years. And I'm taking my solo character sketch comedy / bit of stand-up show called Woo Woo about aliens and fringe spiritual beliefs and all things strange that I love dearly. We've been Late Night Party Boys. I've been Damien Vosk.
What has it in this been?
What?
What has this been? Who am I even?
You're Ross Purdy.
Okay.
He's Ross Purdy.
What am I?
See our shows.
Late night party boys. Late night party boys. Late night party boys. These boys are party boys.